So this is quite an interesting story. No, Maxine Waters. Now, you know the Democratic Party and the Republican Party serve the oligarchs and they don't serve the people. And that goes for all of them, right? That goes for the squad. That goes for Maxine Waters. That goes for Nancy Pelosi. They serve the oligarchy. They don't serve the people. And I'm going to show you this. This is probably the craziest thing you might ever have seen. I know that sounds like a big buildup, but it's certainly one of the dumber things I've ever seen someone say. Democratic Maxine Waters. So people had heard she was going to have like a meeting with constituents, and people had heard that they were people in desperate need of housing, heard that they were giving out vouchers for Section 8 housing. So a bunch of people showed up at this meeting. So Maxine Waters sparked outrage among crowd of homeless, blah, 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 blah. So you want to hear what she tells them? So these people show up and they want to know, hey, how can we get some housing? We need housing. We don't have housing. Watch what she tells them.
Wilshire. Did they move another location where they're taking apps? Is there any more locations than this one?
So they're asking, are there any more locations where they're taking applications for Section 8 housing? Are there any more locations? Because they just told them, I guess, apparently there's no applications here. And watch what she says.
Many people out here.
1 minute. I want everybody to go home. And I want...
She just said, I want everybody to go home. Do you know why the people are there? Because they don't have homes. And they're desperate. That's why they showed up. Do you think they're there because they got nothing else to do? Because they like your perfume? Because they want to come talk to you? Because they think you're interesting? Why do you think those people are there? She tells them, go home. If that is not let them eat cake. Hey, we're out of bread. We don't have any bread. Well, why don't you guys eat cake? Hey, we don't have any housing. Well, just go home for a while and cool down. We don't have a house. Go home. I'll play it again.
Everybody to go home. And I want...
We don't got no home. Okay. That's why we here. Miss McKinney
Yeah.
Wow. And now she starts laughing. She starts laughing at desperate people who are surrounding her. I don't have to describe that, do I? You see what she's doing. You see the kind of disdain she has for poor people. You see it, right? Can you imagine if Donald Trump told homeless people to go home, what that people would be saying? Can you imagine if I told homeless people to go home, what people would be saying? No one's going to say shit about this. And she's not going to be wild. Jimmy Kimmel is not going to mock her. Stephen Colbert is not going to mock her for this because she's on their team. They all don't like Trump. She's laughing.
Waters, keep home. We gonna go too.
Yeah.
Just a moment.
Just
a moment. Nothing is going to happen here today. Nothing is going to happen.
So she's telling them, we're not doing anything for you today. Go get away. You don't have a home? Go somewhere else. Nothing is going to happen. We aren't doing shit for you. Just like we've never done anything for you. Just like we gave $5 trillion to the richest people in the world, and then we flattened you by doing a lockdown. And we wouldn't even give you a $2,000 check. We ain't doing anything for you.
Anymore today.
So what about all these names?
What we gonna
telephone numbers
that's
that can you see now? Working hard to help. Can you
That's why I'm here. And so I will be downtown with Lassa. I will get the housing authority. That's why they came out here today. I made them come out here. And I'm gonna go.
And you need to know why they're failing, because Blanca Jimenez repeated, we gave her several meeting requests for you concerning this in Lassa for years. And now they're sitting
There's
here.
nobody in Washington who works for their people in harder than I do.
I believe you.
I don't want to hear that.
I believe you.
So instead of coming up with a solution to help them, she gets defensive. No one works harder than me. So she's upset. She has a home. She has millions of dollars. But she's upset at the poor people who want her to actually do something. Do you see the kind of person Maxine Waters is? She's a regular politician who is completely self-involved and doesn't care about the people she claims to care about. She couldn't care less.
Finish though. Work with me.
No.
Work with me so we can house people. That's what I
I do every day.
What you do every day? I'm still on a damn
the
street.
money that you got. And that's what
I still live on the damn streets. What do you mean you do? She's saying, I do every day. She said, I try to work with you. I try to help you every day. She goes, I'm still on the damn streets. What are you talking about? This is amazing. This is why politicians don't like to meet regular people.
in Washington, D.C.
That's what we do. We probate what's happening. I'm not trying to.
She told him to go home again. She told him to go home again. They're there for housing because they don't have homes. And she told them to go home again. And she wagged her finger at them.
They would never know about you.
Those are people who need housing in the richest country in the world. And Maxine Waters is there to tell them to go away. Los Angeles Times has reported on the incident, claimed the 83-year-old, she's 83 and she's still in power. 83 years old, she still wants to hold on to her power. She's not a narcissistic maniac who doesn't give a shit. She tried to stop the outlet from publishing this story.
Wow.
By warning its investigative reporter they would hurt themselves and the community. So do you see how all these people have Trump in their shadow? All these people. The people who hated Trump the most have Trump in their shadow psychologically. And Maxine Waters is revealing herself to you in this moment. And there's still going to be a lot of Democratic loyalists who defend her, and that's disgusting. Because what you're defending is the ignoring of homeless people and their problems. So you can protect a millionaire politician. Waters had reportedly been trying to subdue a riled-up group of people who had come to a nonprofit advocacy group's event, misled by a social media post into believing they could obtain Section 8 vouchers for permanent subsidized housing. Fathers and Mothers Who Care, that's the group which opened its South Los Angeles office to help California's homeless get emergency shelter, found itself swamped with hundreds of people who were frustrated and growing unruly. On Friday, Waters told the crowd, you cannot get a Section 8 voucher here. Later, she told them to go home. And a fury broke out. We don't got no home. That's why we're here. What home we gonna go to? One person in the crowd yelled. So there you go. So that's how different Democrats are from Republicans. She just voted for $5 trillion to the richest millionaires and billionaires in the country while she tells homeless people to go home and she wags her finger at them. How dare you? How dare you question me? That's what she did. So keep voting Democrat. Keep voting Democrat. It doesn't matter what sex, what color, whatever. If they're in the Democratic Party, they are serving the oligarchy. Maxine Waters serves the oligarchy. She doesn't serve you. And I wonder what those people, I wonder, is she going to run again when she's 90? When is she going to stop running? Hey, we're doing our live stand-up tour. We're going to be in Orlando. We're going to be in Tampa, Columbus, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, much, much more. Go to jimmydorecomedy.com for a link for all the tickets. And you can come see our shows in Los Angeles, too. We do one weekly. Go to jimmydorecomedy.com and become a premium member while you're there. Get all the extra content. Thank you.